right, final hour of the program. Adam Jardy, bottom of the hour, 2:30, covers the Bucks for the Columbus Dispatch. Will give us a little take on the additions by Coach Diebler. Did a little digging during the break. As you mentioned, South End Zone Premium and Seating has come in 2026. 9 suites, 400 new chairbacks. You get access to the 1922 Club. That's included. The seats that are above the enclosed suite, from my knowledge, and this is early, do not take this 100%, are just that. Seats. Very expensive. Great location. South End Zone, perched on top of that suite, little above the field level. Yeah. Pretty good vantage point. Might be able to catch a stray extra point, Maddie, or something like that.
There you go.
$6,000 per seat per year.
Okay.
So where are we at home games? 8? 7?
Yeah, I think we're doing 8 home games. I think. Let me double check this for you.
That would be $750 a game.
You got that.
Per seat.
There are...
Could buy a pretty nice couch.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 home games this year.
So that raises it to $857 and change per seat per game.
And guess what, AR? Those seats...
They'll get it?
They will be filled. They will be filled.
So it's the 9 elevated field level suites with 12 person. So you can get the dirty dozen into the field level suite. Mm-hmm. Those will be located right in the front of the south stands. Then the 400 premiums that we talked about with the chair backs are going to be perched on top of those line of suites. Mm-hmm. And those chairback seats will be what they're saying are the widest chairback seats in the stadium.
Oh, so they're comfy, is what they're telling us.
It can accommodate a comfiness and an oversized load.
Okay.
An oversized load.
So it says we're proud to... Well, I just drove back from Chicago. I was behind many of those. We're proud to introduce a premium seating area on the field level in the South End Zone. An investment that reflects our deep commitment to enhancing the fan experience. Listen, this is nothing out of the world crazy. I think it's for the people that can afford it.
There's no doubt about that.
I advise you picking one up.
Yeah.
It's very choice.
I think the fan will buy a couple of these for us to go to the station. Fish got it, right?
I mean, we get in for free technically on credentials. We could just kind of...
We don't have the sweet life.
No, we don't have that.
As long as we get your memorial credential.
Hey now. So...
And the food, listen, if I'm paying that type of money, the food better be on point in this suite. That's all I'm saying.
What's his name? Chef Steven? Chef John? Who was he at the memorial?
Yeah, Chef John. We need some real chefs up in that thing. No boiled hot dogs, none of that. I'm sorry.
Sure, Maddie, they could, for $750 or $850 a seat, you could request your carb-free, sugar-free, whatever, broccoli and almonds for everyone.
I was on the hunt at the memorial for that.
We could have that for you.
I'm just saying, Aaron.
When you say on point for a guy like you, I mean, is it for everybody else or you?
No, for me and everybody else. Like, if we're spending this amount of coin, let's up the ante on the food over there for the people that are spending this type of bread. That's all I'm saying. Heck, up the ante for the food in the entire stadium. Get some Michelin star chefs over there.
And while you're at
it. They can afford it. They can afford it.
Yeah.
Take care of the fans.
I like the checklist, though. You get the premium chair back. You get seated in the South End Zone. You get that wide chair back that I just talked about.
Yeah.
You get access to the 1922 Club. The all-inclusive in-seat, by the way, wait service. You don't have to get out of that chair.
White glove service?
In-seat food and beverage service. Coming around.
Okay.
And here's the most important one. Dedicated restrooms. Not really sure what that means, but it sounds like you will not be in Gen Pop when it comes to the bathroom situation.
I'm here for that.
That's actually really important.
Access to purchase game day parking. Well, you got to buy your parking. Exclusive access to seats through Ohio State Player Tunnel, as I thought. That's where you will enter the stadium.
Okay.
Same place as the players. Away game and postseason ticket opportunity. And then with the 22 Club, you're getting all sorts of benefits. The cash bar for all the spirits you love so much. Yep. The private restrooms that I mentioned. home bathroom advantage in a way.
I wonder how the students are going to feel about this because this is kind of their territory. This right here, I'm sure they've gone through all the science and all that stuff to where the views should be good for everybody. But I wonder how the students are going to feel, especially the ones that get there early and take up those first few rows and the band and all that. That's over there. It'll be interesting to see the reaction to that. I don't know if they can
move them back 6 rows or whatever it is.
Actually, you know what? How about the reverse angle? How are the rich and wealthy going to feel when they got a student with a bullhorn right above their head? You got to be thinking
part of
about
the in-game experience.
Like
You're
that.
paying for.
There you go.
Because they got a few student section leaders who are leading the chants. And when you have tens of thousands of students on that entire back of the end zone, you need a bullhorn to lead those chants. And they do. And
I thought we were talking about passionate fans. They're all together.
Well, that's what it says.
That's how they branded
You're right,
it.
AR. The quote is, this edition is designed for passionate members of Buckeye Nation. If you don't got any passion,
here's the deal.
Stay
guys.
home.
Here's what you guys have to really identify. For the premium game, there won't be anything better.
You're saying for the marquee
I'm just saying
matchups.
if it was this year, and it won't be this year, it'll be next year. It was this year against Texas.
Oh, yeah.
And you knew you were sitting in one of those seat backs, perched on that suite.
I know
there are a lot of people out there there are a lot of people out there that,
how about in the suite? Jeremiah Smith can give you a high five. He might steal a nacho.
I was going to say, we're going to have some sort of a scarlet leap or something that you can fly up into those seats for you.
Goodness.
Like that would be neat. I'll mention to Ross right now. I'll add something to your little checklist. Get some sort of pseudo Lambo leap work in there. See if you can.
I don't think Coach Day wants that.
The Buckeye bounce.
Yeah.
I don't think Coach Day wants to entrust the safety and the health of his players and some people that have been down there cracking a few, right?
No. I'm just talking about in the high premium area. Those seats. If you paid $850, you want to get a little
Lambo leap.
Yeah, you want to get a little of that. You want get a little game soiled feel.
Sure, that would go over well.
Yeah, how high is the fence here? Obviously,
we do what you say. We get a little Buckeye bounce house working, and we just vault them right in there.
A little trampoline.
In a damn vault.
You could jump right into your living room in that.
The best damn vault in the land.
So
get that in there.
Taking a peek around the corner to 2026, the home and home with Texas look like that's scheduled for week 2, but that'll be in Austin, AR. But you do have, obviously, the Michigan game. Oregon will be back, it looks like, next year. Outside of that,
guys, $850 for a passionate Buckeye fan.
The one you're going to want.
Emphasis on $850.
The one you're going to want, AR, is that 2027 matchup with Alabama coming to town. That's going to be the one. Oregon will do numbers next year.
And you could even recoup a little bit if you wanted to sell off the Gramblings of the world and the other ones and maybe at a discount.
Ohio.
Hey, I won't charge you the $850. How does $450 sound? Right? And then we can defray some of the cost. Yeah. Well, no, not them, us. Me reselling. Yeah.
850 times 12 is 10,200. So if you have $10,200 lying around and you don't like
but why'd you do it by 12?
So you can buy the whole thing for yourself and have some real elbow room.
That is a flex. I'm the type of person that would do something like that.
The other 11 people can be all the Ohio State offensive players. Or you know who really does it? The defensive players, because you know what the big thing is when you get an interception, run down to the other end of the field, they can come hang out with you.
Hey, I paid $850. I'll come out here and launch a touchdown if I want.
Then here comes Schlegs.
I deserve it.
Exactly. You get what you deserve.
Hey, that's part of the game experience. It's a fantasy camp for the fans. You want to know what it's like? I played in a fantasy camp at Old Cooper Stadium years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the 2-day camp.
What'd the stat line look like?
It was pretty good. I had a triple in the inter-squad game.
There we go.
What year was this? Was this
95.
Core 4 territory?
95.
Actually, this would have been Core 4 territory.
There was a pitcher named Vita Blue. He was already probably in his 50s at that point. And we're doing the inter-squad game, and he's just throwing normal. We get to the game before the Clippers game, and he starts firing mid-80s as a 50-some-odd-year-old guy. And the guys are coming back into the dugout, my dugout, And they're kind of complaining. Where was this? What's he trying to do? What's he trying to prove? Vita hears it, comes into our dugout, and basically says, you fools, this is what you paid for. You wanted to see big league pitching? You got it.
Here you go. Welcome to fantasy camp.
It was unbelievable. Got to find those videos, Maddie.
Oh, my goodness.
That's beautiful.
Getting wrapped up by the trainer, all that. I had a hammy. You knew I had a hammy going into that.
It's always something.
It wasn't great.
And his arm wasn't dead.
No.
And that is why pitchers nowadays should still be going into the 7th and 8th inning because they can and their arm will be fine.
I don't know about that. Their arm will be fine. Talk to a guy named Tommy John. He'll talk to you. All right, we'll come back. I do want to get to his chat roulette.
Let's save it. Let's save it. We got to let that
3
breathe.
more days this week.
That was a little bit of chat roulette with the seats and stuff. I don't know if we could have offered anything better than that.
We got 3 more days.
Were there a couple teams...